Hello, Mayor Rosalynn Bliss here from City Hall, giving you an update during this lovely month of April. Lots going on here at City Hall. We just recently had our city manager present to us the fiscal 2025 Preliminary Fiscal Plan. So this is a process that we go through every single year as we set our budget for the year ahead. It's a significant budget, about $690 million total. But if you break that out, about $185 million of it is actually the general operating fund, which is where many of our general services are paid for out of, like police and fire and parks, economic development, some community development. A lot of our other funds are enterprise funds or they're capital funds. So sometimes people look at our budget and it can be confusing because it is so large and it's broken into different funds. We'll be doing our best to communicate just the scope of the budget and what it pays for. But a reminder that enterprise funds are the funds where we have a fee for service, and then that fee pays for that service, and those fees can't be used elsewhere. So a good example is our water and sewer. We all pay into the water and sewer system to maintain that service. The funds that we pay then are used for that service. So that's considered an enterprise fund. So if you are interested in city budget, you'll be able to learn a whole lot more over the next 4 weeks. We'll be having budget sessions and workshops every single week between now and the end of May. We will have a public hearing that we will be scheduling on May 14th at 7 p.m. where folks from the community can come and weigh in on what the proposed budget is. And then the current plan is for the City Commission to approve it by May 21st. We need to approve it per charter 30 days before implementation. And implementation for our fiscal year is July 1. So lots going on here at City Hall as the entire City Commission works with the city manager to work through our budget proposal. One final thing about the budget, unlike some other units of government, we're not allowed to run a deficit. So we have to pass a balanced budget, and then we also have some goals that we have set through policy for our budget stabilization fund as well. So you'll see all of that if you are interested as we break down the city budget. May is also just a busy month all around in our city. So events and activities are kind of kicking off. There's lots of races downtown, including the Riverbank Run. But we also have a couple events that the city's active in. So May 4th, we'll be having an expungement fair over at the Kroc Center. So our Office of Public Accountability, Oversight and Accountability, they help with that. So that's May 4th. And then we have our Neighborhood Summit, which we do every single year in the spring, or at least we have for the last 10 years. And that's on May 18th. I always look forward to that event. And then looking back and also where we are today, we just celebrated Earth Day. I was able to get out and get a tour of Comprenew. If you are not familiar with this nonprofit, they are a really exceptional organization in our community. If you have any electronics that you can't figure out what to do with, please recycle them. We don't want those ending up in a landfill. You can take them to Comprenew, whether it's an old TV or computer or stereo system or air conditioner, then they take it apart and they recycle as much as they can, and they make sure that those harmful chemicals don't get into the ground. So two other things. I just want to say thanks to all of the community volunteers that came out for the significant community cleanup that happened all over our city. I want to just thank you for helping to get us all ready for spring and summer through the cleanup. And then for the weekend coming up, Friends of Grand Rapids will be having their ArborFest, and they'll be out over near MLK Park in the MLK Park neighborhood, planting over 200 trees. So we rely on donated dollars to do that, and we rely on volunteers who are willing to pick up a shovel and help us dig some holes and plant those trees, and then we'll work on making sure that they are taken care of and watered so that they flourish. So with that, that's a quick update from City Hall. I hope you are enjoying this spring weather and that you are getting outside and enjoying everything that makes Grand Rapids great.